Now, your Alaska Link weather for Fairbanks and the interior.
Well, good evening. As we have stepped our way through the end of April, we really have been starting to bring those spring-like conditions well above normal temperatures several days into the 60s, even last week. Into the weekend, a little bit of a dial back there as we were holding near normal, but still very pleasant even today with holding to that blue sky. That snow melt has taken over, not a snow pile to be seen here at the Alaska Climate Research Center cameras. There is, for the most part, more of this blue sky that we're going to see through this next week. But we're seeing some slight changes here through our Tuesday and Wednesday where there is this weak wave that is going to be allowing for some spotty shower activity. What we're noting is that we have some nice southerly flow that's back in place. That's going to increase some moisture potential. So we'll also note that we will have not only just some spotty shower activity, but also some times of some of those gloomier skies. We will note that the low that is going to be pushing its way across the Aleutian Islands into the Gulf of Alaska, that's going to be able to see some increasing potential for some strong winds through our interior region, those Chinook wind developments by the end of the week. So we'll go from a rain potential to a wind potential, but that southerly wind is what's going to allow for temperatures to head back above normal, where more of those 60s are expected to be back in place. So here as we head into our Tuesday, note that the hourly here shows that there is precipitation on the dot, but we're not going to see an all-day rain event. Still even some peaks of sunshine possible and still bringing temperatures into those 50s. But again, you can see the forecast here showing some more of those overcast skies that will move through, as well as noting southerly flow moving its way in is what's going to increase some of that moisture potential. Now, there's not a whole lot of strong organization with this, more of just a spotty shower here or there. Some of those higher elevation points might see some mountain snowflakes, but nothing that is expected to be significant. When we look at all of the precipitation numbers here for our forecasted areas, it is a few hundredths of an inch. So again, if anything develops, it's more nuisance activity, and more what we're seeing paired up with it is just some of these gray skies. That will be our first instance of the system, and then the second instance is going to be moving to those winds. So for our Tuesday, as we hold to grayer skies, not as much sunshine, but we are noting that we have hit 17 hours now here as we roll into our Tuesday. 5:17 will be that sunrise, and 10:18 will be that sunset, gaining under now 7 minutes per day. We note that temperature-wise here, we'll note that still we have several of those 50s still possible. Healy even up to 47 degrees, as even we're underneath those overcast skies and some potential we still keep with those at least mild temperatures. But do note that at 52 we are technically below normal, as normal high sits at about 57 degrees. So we should be heading towards those 60s, and we will be back after some of those hit or miss precipitation potential. That southerly wind is what's going to bump our temperatures back up into the 60s as we head towards the weekend, as we'll also be able to bring back more of that blue sky.